Hey guys, today I'm going to be replacing my O-ring chain on my Ultra B with a non-O-ring chain. This is the one I selected. It's a high quality non-O-ring chain or standard chain. It cost me about $100. I'm hoping for better range with my Ultra B. I'm only getting about 25 miles at around 50 miles an hour with the stock chain. In the dirt, I'm getting about the same at a lower speed, but I have a lot of sand where I live. So even with the 1821 wheel set and dirt tires, I'm only getting about 25 miles in the dirt. So I'm hoping to get maybe 30 on the street and in the dirt before the battery gets so low that it loses most of its power. I've already noticed that this does not come, the stock O-ring chain does not come with a master link. So I'm going to have to take this off, I'm going to have to grind down two of these rivets and punch them out to get the chain off. The new chain does come with a master link. So I'll be showing you guys how to do this install. My Light Bee does have a master link, and it's right here. So that's what the master link looks like on my Light Bee. And my Ultra Bee, I checked both sides, does not have a master link. I got this heavy duty chain breaker from Harbor Freight, and here it is. But I still feel like I need to do some grinding on that before I try to use it. So I got my grinder. I'm gonna grind it off. I got it ground down pretty good. I imagine it's going to come out pretty easy now. Let's move it over to here. There we are, this one right here. And let's try the tool on it. I feel like I'm on top of it here. It's just, like I said, it should be pretty easy at this point. Now, do the smaller one. This should go through with relative ease. At this point, it's either going through or it's bending that little pin. It should be going through. It's not providing a lot of resistance, so I'm guessing that it's working correctly. Pin is out at this point. Ooh. This tool is well worth it. Well worth it. There we go. pin. And the O-ring, if I ever want to use the stock chain again, then I guess I need to get a master link to use. And here is the new chain. Looks like it's pre-greased, I guess. I'm going to use the master link to pull the new chain through. The new master link. So we're just going to set that on there. And a ton of grease came out there. All right. Thing's super flexible. This is, you can tell the difference just bending these things. The non-O-ring chain is way more flexible. Okay, if that translates into more range, that would be awesome, because that's the goal. All right, here comes the new chain. You got to keep a hand on this chain right here, or pull like you want. Okay. Cool. Right, now we can take off the master link and the old chain. Old chain's off. Just kind of check this out. How this is the stock O-ring chain. You can tell that the new one should provide. Although I've read that once these heat up, they're just as good as the non-O-ring chain, but that's what this is all about. We'll find out once I'm able to do some kind of test with it. All right, now we need to know where to break this at, and so I think I'm supposed to move this all the way in, and then somehow figure out where I need to cut it. And you know, if you mess this up, then you're just crap out of luck. I think I should also be able to just count the number of things I have here, shouldn't I? They measure the same, don't they? You're doing a lot of counting, of course, but maybe I'll do both techniques. So I'm going to count these ones, and then they have a thing sticking out on both ends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. I'm going to go one more time the other way. So 47. So I should do 47 with the new one also. It's going to be tricky to count because I've already wound this. Okay, let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 47, I want to knock out this one right here. Red ink, that's where I want to knock out from right there. I'm going to double check this one more time before I do it. Now I'll go back the other way. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Okay, that's 47. That's correct. That's got to be it. Okay. Now, just for a sanity check, let's pull this around. The one we want to take off is so it's going to go like that. Take that one off. The master will go between those two. It looks correct to me. Okay, it looks correct. Now this only needs to be sticking up 1/4 of an inch, or you'll end up breaking that. Okay, so we need to run that back out. 1/4 of an inch, actually about 1/8 of an inch, like that. Okay. Now, and it takes a little effort on this to get that going. Since I didn't use a grinder on this one. How am I even going to hold that? Yeah, I don't think this is going to work that well. I need something to hold this thing with. Okay, so I got this plumbing wrench here. I'm going to try to use it to hold this in place while I turn it. A lot better than trying to hold it with your hand, I'll tell you that. Or if it's working. I think it might have, you can kind of feel it when it happens. I think it might have pushed through. Okay, so now I need to tighten down the other part here, and should be able to take that out. Yep, I think it's working. Let's see. It's got real easy. There we go. Out. Chain broken. Quote broken. Broken. Just push that little thing on out. Now we just take this back off. And this other little piece right here now is kind of clamped down almost like a vice grip on it, on the chain. It's a pretty clever design. And you can't even break that without using this too. I can't. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard. There we go. Chain apart. There we go. Some extra links. I don't think you can really use them. Probably not safe to have two master links. I'll put them back in the bag it came in. Now, we'll put the master link on. Wheel this around a little bit. Well, at this point, it might be worth loosening up the, or I don't really have to. I can just take the chain off, put the master link on. Master link. For some reason, I'm surprised they shipped this with all the grease all over it. Let me see. I want to make sure that you have it greased for the first ride, I guess. Okay, and this thing is on here. So I probably need some pliers to mash it in. Can't do it by hand. So needle nose pliers, let's try these. Hey, the chain locks were the ticket. So you're depending on your chain staying on just based on this one little flimsy piece of metal. Now to actually get the chain on there, I just need to loosen this up, move the sprocket forward a little bit and just move it back. Hey guys, I discovered that in addition to loosening the bolts for the chain adjustment, I have to loosen the axle as well. Obviously, it won't. If I don't do that, it won't move. Well, pretty clear, but I guess it wasn't clear when I was doing this stuff. Clear now. So we're loosening that. That's got to be loose enough so that you can buff those chain adjusters a little. Okay, otherwise it's not going to move. This. There. Now, let's see. I can get the chain on. Alright, chain's just about on. There we go. Chain's on. Now it's a matter of, tightening the chain up and then tightening the axle back down. This job is actually easier. This will be minor. See how this seems to be loose. After it goes like that, I don't think it's going to matter. Just inside it. A little bit there, so I'm going to tighten this back. Forward. And inside it, that's it. Okay. Just do this here and do it again. So just like this. You can move. Sorry. Let it go. Let's do this neat. Let's do that. Now tighten the axle down. Oh. What did I do with the freaking wrench? Here it is. This axle nut needs to be pretty tight. Put a little foot weight on it. Okay, how to do it. All right, chain's done. Chain is done. I did get the new chain on. It's gotten dark on me, so I'm not going to do any sort of extensive test tonight. I'm just going to ride it down the road and make sure it works. Elias, can you point down to the chain? It's a pretty chain for sure, but that's not why I got it. I'm hopeful for more range, and I'm really curious about the noise level, because I've heard these non-O-ring changes can be much more noisy. So I'm just going to ride down to the end of the cul-de-sac and just do a quick test. So I will be right back. You have reverse on this thing. I could use it.
Should I pause it?
So my first impression is that it does seem smoother. It does seem like a smoother ride. It seems like now that it seems quieter. Actually, it seems like the belt noise is louder than the chain noise now. And the sound that it does make is it's kind of got a pleasant sound to it. It's kind of a buzzy sound. So anyway, I'll post a follow-up to this video once I do some range testing with it. Thank you.